missing that three.
And their lack thereof. I mean, they're 1 for 8 right now. You're 8 for 16.
Just Porzingis' length saved the basket there.
And also your game plan discipline defensively. This is physicality.
This is where you and I debate. I don't know when you just shove a guy like that if that's really a move.
So he didn't go square right into him. It kind of went at an angle a little bit. It's a little bit subtle, a little more shoulder than chicken wing off-arm action there. And again, in these games, you go with calling more egregious stuff. I don't think that was egregious enough. And Porzingis didn't complain. I mean,
no,
that's just physicality.
It's allowed in the game right now. I'm just saying.
I'm okay with that type of action right there.
If they keep it tucked to the shoulder, it's where the free arm becomes kind of warding the defender off.
Yeah, I'm good with a no call there.
Sar Thompson, that one flat. Draymond comes back for the rebound. He is doing a lot of work defensively tonight. That's Spencer Pajemski. Odds in on Duncan Robinson. I tell you, Brandon is doing a good job. Make sure there's contact, then worry about shooting the ball.
Yeah, find it. Make him foul you. And Duncan Robinson is saying, I thought I held my line there, but the officials are saying you went into Pajemski's line.
So now Porzingis has gone back to the locker room. And so Brandon Pajemski, a couple free throws courtesy of Waymo. Or on the year, 1 of 2 from the line.
And the toughest thing for the defense, Duncan Robinson on that play, is like, how much do I give?
Right.
What is my line? You know what I mean? Like, he's going to say, I kept my line, but the officials are like, no, you went into his line.
Paul Reed. Basketball, Paul's coming alive here. He's got 7 on 3 of 4 shooting. But deflected back, and it's going to be a backcourt violation on the Warriors.
All right, that's a dead ball one. Warriors are hoping that doesn't hurt them as much, but again, you're still winning the points off turnover battle, and you're trying as hard as you can to win the possession battle of this game. You've done a great job when it comes to rebounds.
Yeah, you've had Guy Santos banged up, and now Porzingis back in the locker room, and you have enough bodies. It's going to be the question. Sar Thompson sucking up that space, and Draymond knocked it away. Warriors' compete level has never been questioned. They're going to battle you no matter who is available in a jersey. Shot clock at 9. GP2. Melton sensing a seam down the lane, and Reed defended the rim. Tobias Harris picked up that dribble. Good job by Pajemski to slow down that Pistons break. Now Harris looking to find Reed on the roll. A step around, and Draymond made that a very difficult shot. Duncan Robinson, they run him off the line initially. Reload, missed the 3. Pajemski and Pat Spencer sold out perfectly. But then the Warriors throw it away. Now Robinson an open 3. He doesn't miss those.
Yeah, the basketball gods were going to make you pay for that one. Warriors turn the ball over. That's 12 of them now. The funny thing is that they're number 1 in steals. The Pistons are. Guess who's number 2? The Warriors. Like, you got to use that to your advantage too. Get active with your hands. We've seen a little bit of it here. Warriors have forced a turnover.
Pajemski on the step through. Skip pass back to Pod. Shot clock down to 3. And Brandon puts it in.
Warriors are shooting it.
I mean, 50% shooting against a team this good. Pistons top 3 in field goal percentage defense, top 3 in three-point percentage defense, top 3 in points allowed. Tobias Harris banking it home.
That's just a little ball movement, and his defender was in help position, so Tobias Harris just ripped it through quick. He knew he was going to have an angle.
Pajemski had hit a couple, but missed the 3 there.
Warriors would love to have a good push here, going to halftime with some momentum as Duncan Robinson rattles one out.
Robinson, they were selling out. He ended up on the deck. Final 2 minutes here. Pajemski didn't settle for the 3 there, but Tobias Harris moved his feet. And then GP2 was fouled.
Yeah, GP2 was ducked in, and he was just sitting in there. Good thing they threw the ball to him, because that almost was going to be a 3-second violation, but he's so strong in there, and he caught LeVert off guard. He ducked in. He had him deep in the restricted circle, which is his neighborhood. He's always going to be around the basket, and Draymond threw it in there, made him foul.
Pistons had a foul to give just in the last 2 minutes.
Just this last 2 minutes, as well as you've played, you'd love to have a good push here, maybe have it tied or have a lead by halftime. Obviously, the Pistons taking over the game here. They got the lead right now.
Yeah, LJ Cryer with 10 off the bench is back in. Pajemski couldn't get the angle there. Here comes Danis Jenkins. 100 miles an hour. Guy Santos backing up, and Sar Thompson will pick up the foul.
Man, when they want to be, they're super fast. I mean, they're kind of a slower paced team, and Warriors want to use their speed against them and dictate the tempo. I feel like the fast pace, the up and down, it's kind of favored the Warriors, but you see Jenkins get out in the open court, you're like, whoa, that man is a menace there. And he just dropped one off to Sar.
3 pairs of twins in the NBA, the Champagnes, the Murrays, and the Thompsons as he misses the first free throw. Golden State Community Foundation, the auction is open. NBC's inaugural The Rock is signed by the Warrior team. And everything supports youth organizations in the Bay Area at warriors.com/auction. Yes. Both missed free throws, and Pajemski, give me that rebound.
Yeah, that's
strong rebound there.
That's one of the issues this team has. They get to the free throw line a ton, but they struggle with their free throw shooting percentage.
Santos spinning, hanging, D-cell, floats it home.
I think his legs are working. Anytime you're going tornado moves combined with a D-cell, your lower extremities are working.
Tobias Harris. Call his own number. Draymond's lurking there. Basketball Paul. He shoots that three like Rick Sutcliffe used to deliver a pitch. And the Warriors throw it back into their own basket, and then Reed is fouled. And it's these empty possessions that are prohibiting what could be an amazing upset.
If you want to have a win in a game like this, you can't have the mental lapses. And Pajemski just threw one up for grabs there, and he was falling out of bounds. That was the problem. And Draymond tried to get that one, and immediately Reed is coming up underarms.
It's easier said than done. But if you're falling out of bounds, even for young players,
just hit
throw it to mid-court.
Yeah,
or don't ever throw the ball under your own basket.
Or just crack it right off your defender that's in front of you. You could have done that, but you live and learn. But Paul Reed has had an impact. My goodness, he's been active out here.
So Reed dropping in that second free throw. Pistons' biggest lead, 7. Warriors had a 9-point lead. Final 50 ticks here in the first half. Cryer calling his own number again. Rim that out, and Jenkins with the rebound. Pistons can go 2 for 1, and Danis Jenkins is always going 100 miles an hour. They double team Tobias Harris. Reed didn't want to shoot that three. Duncan Robinson will shoot the three and drop it in. And Cryer tried to lock and trail around that screen, but he just made a tough shot. So now about a 7-second game shot clock difference. Pajemski and Draymond up top. Pajemski on Reed. Shot clock at 3. Clouds tried to get it to Will Richard, knocked away. It's still Warrior ball with 1.2 to shoot.
That's the only problem with that D-cell off 1 foot. If you don't have anything, you can kind of get stuck. It's almost like jumping in the air with nowhere to go. And so you're just looking for someone to pass it to. So Warriors have to keep their movement up. Make sure you give your teammates an outlet.
Got the shot off in time, but then Duncan Robinson basket hanging gets a layup. This is a very tough finish to the half. Pajemski from midcourt. No. So the Pistons finish forcing 13 Warrior turnovers. Dubs make 8 threes. They're down 7 after being up 9. And Detroit